Oh, I'm supposed to say something, or we're supposed to have a countdown.
5, 4. Oh wait, hey, we're live. Look at that.
Yeah, we're
Hey, Casey, Doug, how
live.
you doing?
Good.
Good. Well, Doug and I have the same beer, so we're starting.
Yeah.
You know what?
Shit, I wasn't ready for you to pour.
I picked up some nice bottles this time.
Oh.
I went over to the indie ale house that we have over here in Toronto, and I got some nice. And I went by Greg's advice. I was just like, "Hey, drink the hoppy ones first." And I'm like, "Okay, all right, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is a Love Triangle number 11, which is an IPA with Strata, lemon drop, and cashmere. And we're gonna see how this goes. Mm-hmm.
Cheers, man. Belgian triple for us from Giant Jones. Greg was nice enough to send this to me. So last week we did their wheat wine, which was fucking excellent.
Ooh. Doug, what are you getting here?
Oh. That is a gorgeous triple.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes you get the triples and they're overly sweet because it's almost like a golden ale. But no, this is, man. Why did Giant Jones do everything so fucking right?
Doug, the bite on the end of this,
yeah,
fantastic. It has those fruity notes, and it's sweet, but the end is like a kick.
Yeah, you get that nice. Like I said, when you get the triples, it's usually kind of loaded up on the sweet end. This just has that nice little bite at the end that just kind of is like, oh yeah, you're gonna get a little sweet, and yeah, we're gonna change it up at the end. So yeah, that was, man, fucking kudos to Giant Jones. They just rock it.
Yeah, I'm due to go there, man. So next time I go, I'll send you the list and see what's up. They have a alt beer, and they have a double red that looks really, really good. So
I'll be down for both of those.
Yeah, and everybody likes our head, Doug, so that's good. Well, it is on a beer.
That was poor Brandon Ashby giving us a lot of head there, Daddy.
Oh, yeah, right. It's a good one.
Yeah.
And Brandon, this might be your speed. I don't know if you guys know, Brandon's our lager in-house guy, so he likes lagers. So, Casey, what happened with yours? Because Doug and I were enamored with
we were bogarting the stream. How was yours?
You know what? This is good. This is a good IPA. So, like I said before, the description of it is an IPA brewed with a changing selection of 3 hops, showing off new varieties and combinations. All the fun of 1 hop times 3. And so you get into it. It's light. The lemon drop adds a little bit of zest to it, which is really delicious. I don't know how cashmere is supposed to taste. I wear it. I don't usually drink it, but it's good. So I'm going to take it.
I wear it. I don't drink it. That was a great line.
Well, now I wear it and I drink it. So
the lemon drop, does it have citrus or does it have like the citrus bite? Because they're different. If you have like lemon zest,
yes,
that's a different versus like lemon citrus.
No, we're talking about like citrus. Which one? Okay, I don't know.
I think Kelly's talking about.
Kelly probably jumped in a bit late. That's okay.
Right, but I'm pretty sure, Kelly, you wouldn't be able to get any of the beer that we have, at least right now. Now there might be some more mainstream things coming up. I'm not sure. I didn't see what you had, but normally, Kelly, we end up drinking beers that are local, from small breweries, and they don't really make the distribution to like far out of our zone. So Kelly is a new beer drinker. She wants to know more. She wants to expand her palate a little bit. So when she asks questions, we're going to answer them, y'all. So anyway, Casey, so the IPA is good. It ended up being what you look for.
Yeah, you know what? Like I said, drinking the hobby stuff first. I looked at my fridge. A ton of it's all sour, and I was just like, I could drink that, or I could actually be, a regular beer drinker for once, and not just try to kill my taste buds. So I was just like, all right, let's get some IPAs in here, and it turned out really well. It's this is I was shopping around earlier in the week to get some beer delivered, and I was like, all right, this place looks great. It's in Toronto. It doesn't charge any delivery. Amazing. And I got a few things, and I was like, hey, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Right. Excellent. One comment, and then we'll bring on our guests. Kelly says I will call you on FaceTime when I get to the store. You better answer. I will answer. That's a good way to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To bounce shit off people, man. How do you know if like Casey, you like sours and stuff like that? That's not my jam. But if I had a sour question, I'd ask you or Greg because you guys know that stuff way better than I do. So it's a good way to find out people that know the different styles and just kind of hit them up.
And just so you know, when we're up in Toronto, are you talking to Americans?
Yeah, we might not be there for a while, dude. Just for FYI.
I was replying to Kelly and saying, when the two of them come up sometime, I'll come up. If you guys come, it's already given. I'll show you all around all the awesome stuff. And after that, my list is done. No one else come up. That's it. I have only a short capacity. People can allow up here right now.
When is that going to be? Forget it.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Let's talk about happier things.
All right. Well, this guest is one of my good friends. I met him a long time ago at home.con. We went on a nice, fun, crazy beer trip around Philly last year. He's a dad, a gamer. He's a geek. I want to ask him about his work. For some reason, I think him and Casey are going to get along a little bit too good. I'm not sure. We'll see about all that. Little pre-production things. But without further ado, we're going to bring on Mike Andrews Jr., who goes also by Geek Daddy-O on Twitch.
And Twitter, yeah, right?
Mike off. Mike, we can't hear you, buddy. Can you guys hear him?
Oh, I couldn't. That's okay, man. We are not, if nothing, pre-production specialists.
And ready for my second.
Lord mercy. I can't keep
This is a poundable triple. How do you do that?
I don't know, man. Triples are not poundable normally, and that is. So, yeah.
All right. So now, okay. So he'll be back.
He's going to come back. It's going to be good.
Don't worry. This shit happens, and this happens.
Now, wait. Now we have no mic.
You honey motherfucker.
This is our first time having three guests, and these are the dad jokes that
folks, you are in for a treat.
I'm not even done my first yet. It's going to get worse.
I got dad jokes. I do.
Well, while we wait for Mike, I wanted to ask you guys, obviously, because a place where we all met, and without this place, this would never happen here, is Dad 2. Is there something going on?
Yeah, Dad 2 Digital's happening right now, and it's been good. It's different but good. We're still talking, we're still learning. Things are, working themselves out. I had to give a huge shout out to the organizing, team over there, Doug and Jump Genie and everyone they have helping out, because people are still getting knowledge, are still getting inspired. And I think that's what we need right now more than anything else. Inspiration to keep on soldiering forward with our passions despite all the crap the world wants to throw at us.
And you guys also had Michael Ian Black as like the opening keynote, right?
Yeah.
How about that, man? That was freaking awesome.
Yeah, he's a good guy to chat with. We talked books and stuff because books take a lot to write.
Yeah, I think he did a forward for our boy Aaron Gabea's book too. So,
oh wow,
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
there we go. Well, apparently my noise suppression software went down and just shut everything down. So
I was gonna say your noise suppression software is too efficient.
It's a beta version, so I guess there you go, right?
Yeah. All right, Mike. So welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you got in your glass, man? Tell us what you got.
Well, I haven't poured it yet, but I got Black is Beautiful. This is the first time I've actually been able to find it.
Nice.
So where I think this is the perfect time to try it.
Yeah. Where's it from?
This one is from Departed Souls in Jersey City here in New Jersey. So
New Jersey.
It's a gluten.
It'd be weird if it was Jersey City and like Montana.
Well, isn't that the entire thing with was it Kansas City or whatever?
Yeah, where Kansas City and like there's Missouri, Kansas City. Kansas.
Yeah, I'm just like, nope.
This one should be interesting because it's gluten free. So
cool. That is.
There we go. I got it in my New Holland glass.
Yeah, your dragon glass. That's what keep it in mind. So
yeah.
Well, Mike, tell us where you're originally from, while you're drinking that, and people will get the New Holland part then.
Yeah, well, I'm from Michigan originally, so I'm used to having New Holland, Bells, and Founders all over the place. Then I came out here, and the only thing they had was like Founders. And then, of course, all the crap with Founders went down. I was just like, oh, what kind of Michigan am I gonna get? But they just brought Bells out here, and that was a fun time.
You don't see New Holland out there?
Oh, we do. It's been out here, but you don't see it as much. It takes a little while longer. Like when they came out with the Dragon's Milk White, it took probably 8 or 9 months before we saw it.
Yeah,
So,
it's the same here. I'm a little farther north and west than you are, up in Binghamton, New York area.
Mhm.
And I'd tell you, we got regular Dragon's Milk, but we don't get many of the variants. So.
yeah, exactly. Oh, we never see.
What's a dragon's milk? This is just sounding
Oh
weird.
my god!
Like, what
Oh,
are
it's-
you talking about?
It's one of the best stouts.
It's
Just
one of the best stouts like ever.
ever.
So
Yeah.
the brewery is New Holland, and it's in
Michigan.
Yep.
Michigan. I would say south.
That's the logo.
Yeah. Southwest, maybe?
What was that?
It's southwest.
It's yeah. It's in the western part of the state,
Yeah.
in Kalamazoo.
And Casey, they make this stout. It's called Dragon's Milk, so it's a straight stout. But then I think Doug and I go back and forth about this a little bit, but I think that they have some weird ass crazy variants. They
Yes.
have like orange, banana, and toffee.
Yeah.
And you look at it and you're like, this is gonna suck. And then
Yeah.
you drink it, and it's amazing. And every one is like that. They have the hibiscus and lavender.
Mhm.
And you're
I
like,
will say that the
What?
hibiscus one was not great. That was one.
okay, so they-
Yeah.
That is the exception that proves the rule, because every other variant I've had of theirs has been unbelievably good.
Yeah,
Right.
It's normally barrel aged, and there was one a few years ago they did where instead of using the bourbon barrels, they used coconut rum barrels, and that was my favorite. It was so delicious, but I love rum anyways. So
Casey, that's your. Did we talk about you and rum and?
Rum's my thing, man. I'm a Jamaican kid, so rum and I get along real nice.
so we got a lot in common, man.
I think we talked about this before, Casey. But do you like the rum barrels? Have you seen them? Do you know anything about them? What's going on?
We don't do a lot of that up here, as far as I know. Like, because it's just rum's not as common a spirit up here as you would have with the whiskeys and a few other things. So it's not something we delve into a lot. Like, I tend to have people smuggle stuff up from Jamaica. I didn't say that on. Are we recording? Is this live? My bad.
I would also say, American friends, rum isn't that popular here. What do you guys say? I mean, compared to the other ones like vodka and bourbon and
At
Oh
least
yeah,
where I am.
yeah.
Yeah, at
You
least
know-
where I am up in the up here, like actually weirdly, gin is a big thing. But gin's a fairly easy spirit to make, and it doesn't take a long time. Whereas if you're making whiskey, that shit takes forever.
Yeah.
Unless you're making like a baby bourbon, which some people do. But yeah.
and bourbon takes longer, right?
Well, whiskey actually, Scotch takes longer, but bourbon needs to be like 8 years, I think, if you want to be a Kentucky straight bourbon. There's like a million classes to that shit, and yeah, whatever.
So, Mike, do you want to share any tasting notes? I think we kind of ran over.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
So the gluten-free part's intriguing, just because how does that compare to like your regular stouts?
I think it's a little thin.
Mhm.
I think that's probably where the gluten-free kind of really affects it most. Flavor-wise, very low hop profile. I'd say it's not too sweet. I mean, it's pretty good, and usually Imperials have that sharpness to it, and this doesn't really have that. So I've always struggled with describing beer, but that's probably the best I can say for it. I think it's
Welcome to
really
the
good.
club, my friend.
It's really good. It's really good. That's all I can really say.
But the idea that with the gluten-free, like you don't see so if you see gluten-free, usually it's kind of lighter beers, or
Mhm.
The idea that they're making and it's a stout, yes.
Yeah. So it's definitely Imperial Stout.
Interesting.
Yep.
What did they say were the ingredients in it, if I could ask?
It's brewed with certified gluten-free millet, quinoa, oats, dextrose, maltodextrin, Belgian candy syrup, water, yeast, and hops.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I think the oats is where they go into the gluten-free start, even though because oats aren't really in the same family. So I think that's why it gets thinner. Sorry.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that would make sense. It's got that same kind of like if it has that same feel as if I was drinking oat milk. I don't know if you guys ever had oat milk. It's really good. It's really good.
Is it?
It is. It is.
Okay.
Like
I can't even try. I've never tried it.
I don't like milk. I don't like regular milk, and oat milk is a really good replacement, especially in cereal. Like it's perfect.
I may just try that sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely worth it.
Okay.
Goes by stock.
So Mike, we need to talk about, why I was so excited to have you on the show here, because usually I'm being pummeled into the ground by Greg over here about my Canadianness and how it's like apparently it's a handicap to my understanding of life and everything in it. So as we were talking beforehand, due to you growing up in Michigan, you have the proximity to love CBC, you understand the difference between American and Canadian A&W. You have all these Canadianisms that make you amazing. Do you want to elaborate a little more on what it's like to grow up so close to Canada and why you love Canada so much, and just shove it down his throat, please? So I would say growing up, I didn't love Canada. I did love. Sorry, that's my phone. I did love CBC, and I didn't know that it was from Canada most of the time. I just knew that there was this amazing show I watched called The Odyssey that I loved, and come on, that was my introduction to Ryan Reynolds. Everybody else had Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place or whatever. For me, it was The Odyssey. There's so many amazing, huge actors that were on that show. Mm-hmm.
And look at
that. My sister-in-law knows. She knows.
So that was when my love kind of really started, and I was younger for that. But in middle school, I had this friend who moved from Canada, and we would always rag on him for being Canadian. We would call him the Canadian, like that was his name. And now it's funny because he's one of the most American people I know. Like straight up, he's like completely different than what he used to be. It's kind of crazy, but I don't know. Canada is this kind of an amazing place that just when I went there, going up to Toronto, just being on the train, it was like we were just constantly going through trees, and I don't know. I really like it, and their style of reporting, especially with all their podcasts, is just
oh my gosh,
it's way better than anything America's producing. So
every time I go down to America and I turn on a TV to watch the news, I can last 5 minutes. 5 minutes before I'm just kind of I feel like everyone on the street's about to kill me, because there's so much just fear and drama, and everything's at a heightened level all the time. Where I remember there was one day I started in a hotel in America. I can't remember where I was. And we're talking about the murder rates here. Things are crazy. I come back and it's and today we're talking about the snow cones the kids are making outside. And I'm it's good to be home. It's good to be home.
Right. And at the time of taping, I'm not trying to really go deep in it, but literally our president is in the hospital. So we personify drama in 2020. If you look up drama 2020, it has our little dumb outline, and then Alaska, fucking, how they have dots for fucking Hawaii and shit. Well, that's what drama is to me. It's us.
Yeah.
So Doug, I'm gonna try to segue off of the president being in the hospital.
Yeah, let's not go there right now. Let's just not go there right now.
Right.
So I'm going to go with something that is a bright can.
Wow.
Dr.
Juice. Woo!
It's an IPA from Parish Brewing out of Florida.
Okay.
Broussard, Louisiana. I apologize.
Doug, did you finish the old triple?
What's that?
Did you finish your
Oh, I
triple?
finished that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit drinks too smooth. So
it's not cool in an aspect of that way, right?
yeah, it is super good. So anyway,
Yeah.
so this is listed as a IPA. I'm assuming juicy IPA because it's called Dr. Fucking Juice, but so it's got this weird little doctor guy. All right, so the label's a little funky. I'm a label person.
Is that why you got it? Is that why you got it?
This was beer mail that was sent to me. So
Okay. I always question Doug's motives of how he buys beer.
as you should, because if it's a cool label, I'm gonna buy that shit because I want to see.
You should put up Tony's comment right now because he's kind of on point right now.
I'm afraid. I didn't find it. Somebody sent that shit to me. It wasn't like I was like searching that stuff out. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
All right,
For
I feel
what?
seen, as the kids say.
For one. Right.
So look at that. It's supposed to be juicy IPA.
Looks juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hazy.
Mike,
Super citrusy on the nose, so that's good.
while Doug is doing that, Mike, or after he gets done, I want to know how you are with cans as far as like, are you driven by like the label? Doug, what's going on? Hold on, Mike. 1 second.
Okay.
I always usually run over Doug, so I got to make sure Doug gets his tasting notes in, and that looks really, really nice. So I like it.
It's yeah. I need to see the.
Oh, we need.
I'm wondering. I've had this for a bit, so maybe it's old. Dude, this was canned in July 1st. No wonder it's meh. It's just yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna drink it just because I got it, but like, yeah. If I would have had this fresher, it'd probably been much better. All right, Mike, please go forward because I'm gonna drink this in sadness.
Hold on, Mike. 1 second. Casey, what did I tell you this week? Tell Doug.
I can't remember. When did you tell me this?
Not in the stream, punk. So, drink your IPAs first.
Oh yeah, I said that earlier.
Yeah, this was sent to me, and I just forgot it was in my beer fridge, and I was like, oh, I should probably drink that, and like.
Doug, it's an honest mistake because I do this all the time. You get through like you're in the back of the beer fridge and you're like, oh my goodness, there's 4 IPAs there, and I bought these like 2 months ago. Or there's like a double IPA in the back. It's done.
Yeah,
so,
I grabbed that because I got it sent to me about a month ago, and I was like, oh, it's only a month old. That's not great, but at least it's not bad. And I'm gonna tell you, it's just out. It's flat.
So, Mike, where are you with the whole? Where are you? Are you on the Doug range where Doug is like very, very heavily influenced, especially when he goes in and he's just looking around?
No, I don't think I am. To me, it's more of I'm gonna look for the type of beer that I know that I like, and then kind of judge from there. Cans never really. If it's got some really good art, like I would totally notice, and that'll kind of draw me to it. But I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I like the look of this. I'm just gonna grab it. So.
I'm like a moth to the flame with the cool can art. I'm just like, this looks cool. I'm gonna fucking buy it. So
I don't know if they do this down there, but there's one brewery up here, the Blood Brothers Brewery, and actually, on my first show with these guys, I drank their Passion of the Spice, which had I don't know if you guys remember this, but it had passion fruit, dragon fruit, and Carolina Reapers. Remember, it was that bright red stuff.
Oh, I remember that.
That was the greatest beer they've ever made. I've like everyone petitioning for them to make more. But what they do is that when you buy from them, especially if you buy and they deliver, they actually give you labels from their bottles as stickers. So I have like here, let me show you.
Oh, I would love that.
I have a drawer full of stickers.
Oh,
like from all my orders, and it's just
That's
like
so cool.
The greatest thing ever because it's just like the art is so good.
Oh,
that you're
I like the dice one.
Stickers,
cool.
It's a great idea. Any brewery should do that. Every brewery.
all right, Casey, can you send some to our friend Mike here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying. I've got this beautiful white PC that I built, and I'm trying to put beer and brewery stickers all over it. So far, I've got 3.
Dude, I have a million I can send you.
Oh, please, any. Greg, give him my address.
I got a package coming for you for sure.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, you want to show your second beer here? What you got?
Yeah, so I was going through my beers, and what I decided to do is go with what is this called? Days in Between. So as you can see on the bottle with the art, Saturday, Sunday, days in between. Get it?
Yeah.
And so from Indie Ale House again, it's an oat pale ale, and it says when every day is almost the weekend, a juicy oat pale ale is what you need. So let's try this out and see how
An
it is.
oat pale ale. Greg, have you ever had an oat pale ale?
Maybe once, or probably not. An oak IPA. I've
I've
heard
had
that.
a lot of oak things, but not an oak pale ale.
Oh no, oat, OAT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard like OAK. I was like, we're not drinking
I
pale
heard
ales for
oat-
trees, guys.
I heard oak as well.
Greetings from
Well,
Milwaukee.
I heard oats, like oatmeal. That's what I heard.
Okay.
Shout out Smooch. Don't ask why we call him Smooch.
Ooh, that has a thick taste to it in a good way. Like it's so I wanted to balance out the citrus from the first one with like something that was smooth on the second one, and this one's really good. It goes down nice. I think it's a good fall crossover beer. Okay, guys, I know how to enunciate. Stop it. I said oat.
I heard oat. Greg, I'm
This is
telling
like
you that
this is like
I
the
heard
entire a
oat.
boot thing. We don't say a boot up here. We don't. I swear. I say about, but everyone says that sounds weird too. So anyway, goes down smooth. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna drink it now and be happy. Thanks, guys. Bye.
He seems pretty offended.
I should go get an IPA out of my fridge before it expires.
Yes,
that's
good, Tony. Do
Yeah,
that.
But does it have a pretty label, Tony? Does it have a pretty label? These are the important questions.
That's not the important question. It's just a question that I like to ask.
So, Doug, I'm gonna
That's a good
do.
question.
What are you doing, man?
Doug, I'm gonna do this beer. Then you have a question or something to talk to address Mike about. But I'm gonna do another triple here, Doug. Ale
you're
style.
Ooh,
Belgian style triple.
Who's the brewery?
Can I,
One of my favorites.
Ale Asylum.
You see it there?
Is that $1? Is that $1 can still?
The triple is $9 for a 6-pack.
can I address the elephant in the room and why you would not decide to call this right now a double triple?
You go right ahead.
Enjoy that, motherfucker.
Okay.
Right. I ain't afraid. Go right ahead, bro. So anyway, let me get back on here, and you can get that in a second. But we're looking at this, Doug.
Oh man, that pours really nice. Also, excellent glass.
Yeah. Oh, it's from Microphone, which is another.
Microphone's a good one, man.
Microphone is a good one. Not as floral and juicy as that. The Giant Jones one was on the nose.
Yeah, that was an excellent fucking triple, man. That the Giant Jones one.
Oh wow. This isn't as snappy or as juicy as the Giant Jones one. But this is really, really good. It's not as snappy at the end, Doug, but it goes away really quick. And it's not as boozy as you know, when you think of a triple, Doug, you think of booze. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the StyleMic. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, Casey, but it's supposed to be a big drinker, but you know, light. You can see it, light in color, but a big drinker and a big sweet one. And it's really supposed to. I mean, you're not supposed to be able to drink a couple triples like really fast.
You're not.
You're just not. And they are making these triples so drinkable and so like, and especially on a week like this. Again, I don't know what kind of week you guys had, but if you just take like, especially here in America, sorry, Casey, you take the headlines of this week and you just cram them in 1 week. It was like a year of fucking news events. Like, and it's just still going on, and you just can't. So this two triples on a Friday is the perfect way for me to end this Friday of this week. So I got to get to some of these comments because all you people are. So Greg
It's
heard
crazy.
oat from me, not him. So let's just clarify. Right, Casey? Is that right?
It was oat. It was oat. O-A-T. Let's just call it for what it is. Oat, like moat.
Oatmeal is all about the mouthfeel.
It is.
Yes.
Cheers to that.
Somebody
I've
loves
had-
it.
I never had one. That's
Somebody
Liz
loves it.
Garibay.
I'll take that. Love
That's
it.
my cousin
time
over in Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, I definitely need to try some Texas brews and Texas barbecue. I need it in my body like now.
So, Greg, are you Greg to another Greg? Are you sending us some brews and we'll
Greg, make it happen.
We will gladly display them.
We will.
Right, Doug?
Yeah, for sure. So hey, so Greg, the other Greg, we have a third Greg involved now. So Mike, I'm sorry. I went Greg. Jesus Christ, I've had too many beers. I had 3 drinks before we even started, so it's been a shitty week. So anyway, Mike, you have a second beer. We haven't even gotten your second beer. What do you got?
This one is from Ashton Brewing. It's a new brewery out here in New Jersey, just a couple miles away from my house. This one's called Velvet Elvis. It's an American stout.
Ooh, Velvet Elvis. That's a great
one. I've actually never had this brewery, so it'll be an adventure.
Like the Action Jackson.
Yeah.
And Doug and I like to say, like what you're drinking on Friday is how your week was. So we started with triples and imperial stouts. So I think that tells you something.
You smell the hops already.
Wait, what is this?
Ooh. This is different.
All right. So
I can't tell if that's different good or different bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say good. It's got like a little bit of a zestiness to it I wasn't expecting. So
looks nice and dark and thick.
Yeah, it's really dark. And definitely has a lot more thickness than the last one, that's for sure.
Yeah. So the last one was pretty thin.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much more I can say about it. It's just, it's good.
As long as you're enjoying it, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, right. So yeah, this is
Greg's right. We kind of think that whatever you're doing this week, like you said, every week's a week. Just like Jesus Christ.
This week's been kind of weird for me because like I've been trying to move on to being a UPS driver, and right now I'm working as a loader.
Yeah,
and I finally have gotten myself into going into driving next. So today was like my last day as a part-time loader, and the next week goes into being a full-time driver. And then, of course, this week was also like the most drama week at work because I had this other driver who's just been pestering me all week because I haven't been loading his truck the way he wants. It's like, so.
Yeah, that's not your job anymore.
That's kind of how I was acting today. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not putting up with this guy today. I'm just not doing it. He's not on the clock.
Do you do like, so if you were to go to a career fair, as a UPS employee, would you quote the late great Notorious B.I.G. and say, "Don't be mad, UPS is hiring"? Yeah, I'm here all night.
It's always true. It's always true. 100% UPS is always hiring, especially right now during the pandemic. Our hours have been
not only
insane.
that, we're coming into like Christmas time very soon. Like, that shit is crazy busy. I work for UPS and I work for RPS, which down here was like all business stuff, and that stuff was like loading trucks was just
it's brutal.
I don't envy you, man, because that's a hard fucking job.
I've been doing that for 6 years, so it's
but good for you, man. Congrats on getting to the driver stuff, dude. Yeah,
thank you.
You deserve thanks for that, my man.
Yeah,
cheers
thank
to
you. Yeah, it's been crazy.
It's time.
It's time for sponsor time, and we didn't run this by you, Mike, but you get to have some fun with us.
Oh.
Wait. I want to look
no, it's not sponsor time. It's Greg found something on the internet he wants to show us.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Right. Let's get
All
my
right.
video up here, y'all.
Here
You
comes the
ready
camera.
for this mess?
Fucking bring it. I'm
I
gonna
need
drink
to find more Canadian ones. I'm working on it. We're gonna,
We're
Canadian.
not that
Yeah.
interesting. We don't
Is
bring
that
that
like
much
the
drama.
KK?
We don't have as. Wait, I was gonna say we don't
what?
have as many Karens, but that's a lie.
Okay, all right. You don't have enough. You don't have as many cameras to catch the Karens, is what I would suspect. Anyway, here we go, y'all. Let's see here. Pull this bad boy up.
Oh, oh no.
Flooding.
All lives matter. Insect lives matter. Animal lives matter.
Does he have a fanny pack on?
Nancy back to Beverly Hills. Take your
Yes,
fucking
yes.
ghetto country. Shitty music out of here. Caesar, not country. This is country. This is Caesar.
Light screen.
I don't give a fucking
All right.
All right, I have a question. Does that guy look like some dude that would be on like the Mad Max videos, Mad Max movies, just, like standing in a car yelling?
A war boy. He's a war boy.
War boy. That's
Hold on. Let's try it. Let's see what is.
fucking jigaboo. Where's the copy, jigaboo? All lives matter. Insect lives matter. Animal lives matter. This is a place for majesty. I'm bringing majesty back to Beverly Hills. Take your fucking ghetto cunt preacher. Shitty music out of here. Caesar, not country. This is cunt preacher. This is Caesar.
Light screen.
Oh, wow. That is fucking. Where the fuck do you find this stuff?
Your
I want
country
that
needs
guy to
better
be
mental
standing
health
on the
support.
front of a vehicle, going across a desert, playing a guitar with flames shooting out of it.
Did you see his car though? What the fuck was up with that? Did you see his car? Look
That
at
is a
it.
war boy car. Mike had it right. That's a war boy car.
Straight up.
What is going on with this car?
What's going on with his butt? like he grabbed himself.
This is a place for majesty. I'm bringing majesty back to Beverly Hills. Take your fucking ghetto cunt preacher. Shitty music out of here. Caesar, not country. This is cunt preacher. This is Caesar.
Light screen.
I don't give a fucking light screen.
Oh my god. Oh man. Furiosa approved.
Mike is asking the real questions right now. Mike is asking the real questions.
That's Mike. That is the perfect fucking question because I have no idea.
And I don't want. Look, I gave you 3 shots at that video. We're done.
Yeah, we're not watching that again.
Yeah, we're good.
One,
We're good.
you know he's wearing a
What was that,
fanny
Caesar
pack.
Dark Trump? Like, what was that?
I don't think that was a pro-Trump thing. He's just like he's bringing majesty back.
No, but
Casey.
I heard that part. But there's like Caesar Dark Trump. I was like, well, I don't even know. I don't even know.
Casey,
I don't even know.
Casey, this is what's going on down here, and you need to be thankful that the border's closed. Okay?
Yeah, keep the fucking door closed.
Don't act like I'm not. Don't act like I'm not.
I'm getting fucking ice cream. Oh fuck!
So yeah, do we have anybody ready to crack one open, or we have any more comments on that? Matt?
Like I said before,
Doug,
y'all
to
would
answer-
benefit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Casey. Go.
I was just saying, y'all would benefit from better mental health supports. That's all I'm saying. Canada's not perfect, but we do okay-ish. You know, we need to be better at it, but we do okay-ish.
Yeah,
We,
I think what we need to do is to be clear. Is we need to say that we'll take the problems with Justin Trudeau, and you can take the problems with Donald Trump.
No. See, we when we did NAFTA, we took some hits and we took some tricks back then, but we're not doing it again. We're like, no, we learned the first time. Thank you.
All right. Well, I guess it's time. It's that time for our sponsor.
I think so. Our sponsor,
I gotta find this.
Mike. We have no
Mine-
other sponsors, so dude, you get to talk
Oh.
about whatever you like. Seriously,
Oh, okay.
anything. What you want to promote, what you want to talk about, whatever you think needs to be talked about, we are here for it.
Well, I don't have anything going on recently except for my I have a GoFundMe that I'm running for my my cousin. Her 1-year-old daughter is diagnosed with leukemia, and because of COVID, my cousin can't work, and then now she has to spend all her time in the hospital just taking care of little Sammy. And it's quite tragic, but there's been a lot of good going on. She's actually responding very well with chemo. Doctors say she's actually that the cancer is almost gone, but there's still so much time that she has to spend at the hospital to help them take care of her. So we're trying to help her pay her bills. We've actually set it up so that we have a separate account we've set up for her, and all the money just goes straight to paying off all of her bills. And so, if anybody can help to donate and help us, get to our goal. Right now we're trying to get up to about 15,000, and I think that'll be good for about half a year for her. So I other than that, I don't have anything else I want to promote.
No, and
Sure.
the idea that is crazy is that only takes care of half a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Healthcare.
Well,
system.
This is where we allowed your medical system. So
Yep. It's
Right,
it's,
and
it's real sad.
And it was funny how Casey was on point a couple minutes ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
Just saying.
better healthcare. I don't know.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
we're not making light. I got it. We don't want to make a joke out of it, clearly, because her life is in danger and all that. But at the same time, it accepts what Casey was saying, which is again, the richest country in the world can't afford to help out people who they need to, their own citizens. And it's just horrifying.
We're gonna get that link out there though. I already have friends over here on my stream who are just wanting to help out. So
Thank you.
I'm gonna make sure at least on my end that I'm gonna get it out there to all the various channels and put a little something out there so that we can push it out. So Mike, we're gonna make this happen.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Yep. So we got the link down there, Mike, and everybody can see it here. So and we'll put that link on at the end too. So excellent. Great. Cheers. Anybody need another new one? Anybody?
Oh,
This one
I'm already through my 2 because that second one was like flat as fuck. So I'm
I'm doing triples and
I'm doing one that's heavy for my last one.
so can we post the link? I'm not sure where this is, but
No, I got it. It's over in my stream. I'm gonna do it
cool.
right now.
Excellent. Thanks,
Yeah,
Norm.
I'm not on Facebook anymore. Otherwise, I would go throw links around.
It's all right.
Wait. Did Casey just not say? You see that, Casey? They're addressing it.
You do. We do.
I said it. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said it. It's a thing.
I said, right?
I said what I said. No, it's true though. It's
saying.
Drop that link, Mike.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
So
that's
Mike Kaufman. We will drop that so that folks can donate because Mike Andrews is not on Facebook, so we'll make sure everybody gets a link to that for sure.
Thank you.
I'm on it.
And I'll give Mike a clap for not being on Facebook, and we can.
Yeah, dude.
It took a lot.
Man.
It took a lot to leave. Like I've been thinking about it for a couple months, and then just one day my wife was like, I'm kind of thinking of leaving too, and then I just said, you know what? I think it's time for me to leave. I'm done.
Yo, let's talk about that. Let's talk about what life without Facebook is like. Please inform us what this is like, because it's integral to our lives right now. Not always in good ways. So
for one thing, I'm much happier. That's one thing. I am just a lot. I like, but the one thing that I found funnier than anything is that anytime I go to a web browser, I go straight to, I go to the to the top to put the link in, and I hit F. No matter what I'm going to, I hit the F button because I'm so used to just hitting F and then enter and going right to Facebook. And I hit the F and I'm just like, oh wait, no, I want to check my mail, so I want to hit M. So it's like just trying to get out of that habit.
Sounds like a very Macintosh approach.
No, a Windows guy. I'm a Windows guy.
So I'm a Windows guy too, and I usually don't use that stuff. But again, everybody goes it at a different way. But like, hey, so when you say, so like I will say from my perspective, I am not like Instagram's not something I enjoy. Well, I enjoy it, but I'm just not good at navigating it because I'm a written word person. I like writing, and I like so. The only format that really feeds that is Facebook. Twitter is not for that. Twitter is great if you want quick hits. Here's this and follow people and do that.
And racism and sexism and sorry.
Oh my God. The
Sorry.
fucking sexism in that fucking site is out of the. We went over that last week a small bit. We didn't go into that very much with Ashley. We probably should have went in on that a little bit more.
Next time.
Yeah, but like. That's the thing is like for me, the problem with Facebook for me is that I enjoy reading things that are a bit more long form. So I don't know if that's how you function, but how do you get around that? If that isn't some like, how do you do that?
I've been reading. I've been, I don't know. Twitter kind of hits me. I have ADHD.
Okay.
So Twitter is great because it's just quick. You know, if I have a friend who posts this gigantic thing, I'm just like, oh, did they do a TLDR? You know, and if they didn't, I'll skim through it and I'll just hit on points, you know, and then just, and I just found myself, I was just always scrolling, looking for something that hit on my bias more than anything, or hit something that made me angry. It's like, oh, I disagree with this, you know, and so, and I was tired of the endlessly scrolling on Facebook. So I don't know.
Yeah, I find myself endlessly scrolling on Twitter more than I do Facebook, if that makes sense.
I'm all for Twitter.
I do.
I mean, good in a good way, but I get sucked into what Mike says, which is the scrolling and the constant like news. Like just scroll me, and then I'll go to different fucking links. I'm a mess.
All right, so I'm gonna ask the question of every one of you.
Okay.
When you wake up, how long does it take you to pick up your phone and start looking at social media?
Casey,
please define how long.
No, I'm asking you. Does it take you?
What did I miss while I was asleep?
That might have been apropos.
So Doug, but how far is your phone too? Like
it's bad. My phone's my alarm clock. It's right next to my bed. So I wake up, I grab this thing, and I'm like, let's go. I say good morning to everybody, and then I trudge down to the basement to my office. I'm like, everyone just leave me alone until I wake up. It's gonna take me like a half hour, and then I'm good. So,
and you're a coffee guy, right?
I hate coffee. I don't drink it.
Okay, right. Okay. Right.
Mike,
so you need your time.
When you get up, how long does it take you to get to a point where you actually open any social media?
Well, things are different for me, at least in the past, because for the past 6 years, I've been waking up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. So when I wake up, there's nobody online. So it's just more of a matter of going, okay, did anything blow up while I was, asleep? So I would open it up, I'd skim, and then just, then that's about it, But I would skim for like 10 minutes before I even get out of bed. So,
Greg, what about you?
Generally minutes. So I'll be conscious for a while, but the phone is on the bed.
All right, so here's my routine, and I'm just going to do a quick routine.
A routine?
Yes. My routine is my alarm goes off. I either wake up at that time or I hit snooze and never wake up for another hour.
I wish I could do that.
Well, I work from home now, so I don't have to get up and drive anywhere. Mm-hmm. So if that happens, I get up, I stuff my phone in my pocket. I come down, take the dog downstairs. I get the kettle going for coffee, blah, 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 blah. I do take the dog out. I don't generally touch social media for 20 to 30 minutes.
Nope, too long. Can't do it. Nope.
20 minutes is about, honestly, 20 minutes is probably more realistic for me. sometimes when the kettle is going and because understand when I make coffee, I make French press coffee. So I have a kettle. I have to get the French press ready. I have to clean it out. I have to get the coffee mug, to put sugar in, blah, 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 blah. By the time that's right, the kettle is done. So I don't generally have to do that. But it's just something where, like, if I can avoid it for a good 20 to 30 minutes, it's weird. It feels like some sort of like an achievement on Xbox.
So Doug, for me too, now that you think about it, it's kind of a nuanced thing because it also depends on the time of day. Like, the later that I wake up, the quicker that I'm on it. So there are times where I wake up really early at 6:30 and I'm like, I'll go get coffee and come back and then I'll look at it. Or I'll go to the bathroom before I get my phone. But if it's like 10:30 and I'm late, it's the first thing. What happened? What's going on? Who what's going on? It's really less about who's tagging me and all that, more about like the news. I'm just a news junkie. I'm just a 24/7 news fucking junkie. I'm going to be, I started my life this way, apparently, and I'm just going to be until the end. Doug!
I'm bringing a beer, motherfucker.
Doug got beer.
Why do I have to be a motherfucker?
This is a collab between Omegang and AleSmith.
AleSmith, two really good breweries.
Great stuff. Omegang makes great stuff. Here's the thing. It is a blend of Belgian-style quad with Imperial Coffee Stout.
Wait, we went for triple quads?
It's a quad.
Yes.
It's a Belgian quad.
Yo, what is wrong with you guys today?
Dude.
Holy crap.
This week has fucking sucked. I am going to drink my face off.
Again, you're talking to the people who literally have our president in a hospital. So,
yeah,
all bets are off, Casey. It's just crazy.
Yeah, so
fair.
It's crazy. Okay.
So we're gonna have quintuple beers. We're gonna have quintuples, and I'm just like, I didn't even know they made those.
Right. We're gonna pull out the 5 one next week.
I poured that pretty aggressively.
The pentaduple, or what are we gonna call it?
No, it's just quintuple. Like quintuplets, it's just quintuple.
Oh, it's Quinn. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So this is nice and dark.
Love that glass.
I was gonna say the same thing. I wish I could find one of them.
Yeah, they're all sold out. It's horrible.
Is that a black and beautiful glass?
All right, Doug. All right. What's going on with that beer?
Head on that bitch. Wow.
Oh my word. So Belgian quad, very sweet. That's what a quad is. It's high ABV. So it's going to be really sweet. The coffee just cuts that really well.
It is dark as fuck.
Oh, it's goddamn the head on that is nuts.
Yeah.
Like
it's like not show up in a picture in a dark restaurant dark.
Yeah.
Not speaking from experience.
So this one is, I'm trying to look at the ABV because holy fuck, it's only 10.8, which I'm surprised. I was expecting way more. I was expecting like 12 or 13.
Tony.
So I'm not disappointed, just more like it literally is a blend of like a coffee imperial stout and a quad. Like you get the sweet of the quad, you get the coffee, it all just kind of, it's like an onslaught. I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's like your taste buds are like, here's all the fucking things. We're just going to fucking pound your taste buds with all of these and just. Okay.
So you like it?
Very much so. And I have three more of these. So
That's a great follow-up question. Oh my gosh. That's such a great follow-up question. So you like it, right? Like.
Right. Mike, you want to be a host of the show when we kick Casey off?
I've lasted 2/3 of a show. I lasted 2/3 of a show.
We're tough down here in America, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we don't get around.
You're
in or you're out.
I gotta earn my keep.
We will cut you and right. So Doug, we're approving of that, but it was a big.
Very much so.
Is it too big? Is it too big? Is it?
No.
Okay.
The thing is, it's not even 11%. But now 11% is a high ABV beer. I'm not shitting on that. What I'm saying is I expected that to be way bigger from an ABV perspective because you're combining an imperial coffee stout and a fucking Belgian quad, and you're just like, quads are generally 12.
So tonight is the night. The more I think about it, for us to have a Patreon account, because the post-production show with Doug, after he started with 3 beers, now he has a triple, a quad, and are we done yet?
And a flat IPA, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah. So
and I might switch.
You guys are going to talk, and I'm going to set up that Patreon
that.
account.
Great.
Right. You guys are going to talk, and I'm going to go set up that Patreon.
I can't tell he's doing it for real. I was like, oh no.
You should do it though, man. I'd subscribe.
Well,
I'd
here's the thing. That I am not. Sorry, man. So I had such a shit week. So Tuesday I found out. So I have 4 kids, and I'm a blended family dad, and so my daughter was at her bio dad's, and somebody in their house tested positive for COVID. So I have to go get tested because she's around, and so my wife and I go get tested yesterday. We're not going to know for a while, which means we are quarantined. My daughter is quarantined at her dad's house, and she fucking hates it there. So I got that to deal with. My kids from my first marriage are with their mom, and I said, we can't have them come up here. We have no fucking idea if we're safe. So we're by ourselves on a weekend, which we're like, oh, that's great, except it's not because we're fucking forced to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just like, all right, fuck this. It's 5 o'clock. I'm making dinner. I'm drinking now. Let's go.
Right.
Jeez.
So that's the answer.
Sorry, folks.
No.
Okay.
That's
So
fine.
Doug. So I have another video if you guys want to see it. It's a short one,
please.
Okay, cool. I want to know if anybody can figure out what the hell is going on here. Okay, cool. Let me set this bad boy up here. Yeah, I just want to know what the hell is going on.
That's my pre-video bingo is cocaine.
Cocaine, is that okay? So that's your answer. It could be. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, you literally. I literally hooked up with one girl here, and you literally both my stepdad. Okay, that's I live with him. He's my mom. My mom. No, it's not my mom. No. Get out of here.
Okay, so
you want to see it again?
Her argument is that you fucked other people. I fucked your stepdad. Wow.
Yeah, you literally. I literally hooked up with one girl here, and you literally fucked my stepdad. Okay, that was your stepdad. That's not even your dad. Okay, that's not
So it's not.
If anything was ever topical of a dad blog, that would be it right there. That's the video that's top. You're on point right now. You're keeping on brand and you're great. We're talking about these are real fatherhood issues right here. Yes, Kelly. Yes, exactly. What is he subjecting us to? Thank you, Warren.
Oh my.
Oh my god. My Canadian sensibilities are shook right now, everybody.
Who is recording?
Kelly, These are the
Right.
important questions. Like, who is the person who is up in these people's business? Oh gosh,
That's not
Ed,
even your
Ed,
real
no,
name.
no, Ed.
Look, no, it's his fault. He hooked up first.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. That Tony, no. Tony, no.
Oh,
Dear God.
but to answer a previous question, you asked. I think you were the one who asked, "Where, quote unquote, where do I find this shit?" The answer is Reddit public freakout. That's where I find it.
I know, because I told Greg like a week ago, I was just like, dude, you were on Reddit way too much.
Right. So,
I'll be sitting there like he'll be posting on Twitter like crazy.
So I believe that I love watching these things. In fact, really, the lady and I love them. Like, we wait a couple days, and she's like, "Any more Karen? Do you see any good ones?" And then we go in there, and then we play them. So then I post them on Twitter because I believe part of this whole Karen thing is like exposing them. Like, I think that they need to be shown so they can be like, the only way we can do anything here is with shame. Like, we used to be able to shame people into like, not murdering people, not burglarizing,
Not being
bitches. Yeah, I think the whole shaming thing needs to come back, where we shame people for bad behavior. You can't, unless they're breaking the rules, you can't really, call the cops on them all the time. So yeah, I love how they do it too. They're like, "Oh yeah, film me." Yeah, well, I'm just gonna put you on Twitter. I don't really care, and I hope 6 people retweet, and I hope people see that you're an asshole.
Yeah, they need to be called out. I agree.
Right. And Tony's kind of right. I got too much damn free time, but Kelly's right too. TikTok is the shit. That is the Karen place. You guys do TikTok? What's going on with TikTok?
Yeah, I just started.
I'm old. Fuck that.
There's some real funny people. There's some really funny people on TikTok, and I'm loving it right now.
I will say that the idea of you look like someone like I think her name's Sarah Cooper, who does the whole TikTok shit where she
Sarah Cooper.
She does the thing where I'm just gonna mouth all Trump says, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
and it's like
she's single-handedly bringing back the pantomime comedy. That's like we haven't had around in like 50 years, and she's bringing it back.
Which I'm gonna be honest, I think she's part of the reason Trump's like so against TikTok. I think he's like, well, that girl makes fun of me, fuck her, and I'm gonna do I don't know.
Then shouldn't he be against America?
I'm gonna give you, Casey, I'm gonna give you a little clue. Our president did shit about our country.
Yeah.
Not at all. He cares about people that make fun of him. So yeah.
Does anybody have another beer? Because we have a segment that we need to get to.
Yes.
I got one.
Hey, before we go.
Oh, that's so pointed this week.
Mike has one. Let's have him do his beer before we get to the segment.
Yes, because I feel Casey's gonna have us caught up in something.
This one is one I had before. It was sitting in my fridge. It's from Loughgill Brewing Company. I think it's in it's in Ireland.
What?
But it's called Sometimes You're a Nut. And it is an imperial chocolate, coconut, and almond milk stout.
Wow. That's a lot going on, man.
Yeah, it's really good. It's nice and sweet, but it's got that imperial bite that you like, and I am drinking with Mike next time I come down. We got some good beer out here in New Jersey because we get the stuff from New York, we get stuff from Philly as well. I mean, it's a good place for beer. I'll tell you that, man.
How close are you to Newark?
Personally, I'm about 40 to 45 minutes on the train.
Yo, yeah. I fly. Yeah, so we have a plane. We have a plane that flies in from Toronto right to New York from Porter Airlines, and then I can come over. We'll talk.
Yeah,
it'll be good.
Definitely.
Cory Booker will go over to Mike's house.
Cory Booker.
I voted for him.
Cory Booker's a Newark guy. That's Newark. That's where he came up.
that scary Cory Booker who's going to take over the suburbs and
Yes,
ride
that motherfucker. That guy's gonna take over.
I feel like
Scary. Oh my
I feel like
God.
Cory Booker and I can both commiserate over the being black enough thing. I'll be like, Cory, are we black enough? Are we? Cory, let's talk.
I really like Cory Booker. I'm proud to have him as my senator. I
You're
voted
not
for him
gonna
2
hijack the
times.
show.
So
You're not going to hijack the show with the black enough shit. 'Cause
We're not gonna do that right now.
Because if you're not black enough, clearly I'm not. So we'll just leave that go. Anyway, Mike, what's going on?
it's good. I'll tell you what. Like I said, it's got that.
Good. I love that.
Got
Like,
that
good.
it's good.
That's a great summation.
No, you can really taste the coconut, and for me, when you put coconut in a beer, I got to be able to taste it. You know, and I've had a couple coconut beers that's just like there's no flavor there, you know, and it's not too sweet. I like it. That's about all I got.
That works, Mike.
I think everybody knows Ben. I think everybody here knows Benjamin Mullen, right?
I don't think I met Benjamin, but
I haven't met
Porter
him.
planes are tiny. Live with it. All right, you get to go to Toronto. That's the benefit of the trip. You fly on a tiny ass plane, you get to Toronto, and then you have access to like 200 different cuisines all in one place. Like, deal with a tiny plane. Deal with it.
So, Ben is not far from Philly, but I'm gonna tell you, Philly is not the food.
They have cheesesteaks. That's it. Just cheesesteaks.
That's
all you got.
That shit because their cheesesteaks put cheese whiz on shit, and their cheesesteaks are shit. You can't have a cheesesteak where you put cheese whiz on stuff.
Okay, so here we go.
Here we fucking go. God damn it!
Hour
Put some goddamn real cheese on your cheesesteaks.
No, but Greg.
Hour
Like,
and 8
honestly,
minutes in, and we are now at the food fight.
I'm just saying. When you got when I walk in a grocery store and you can get a deboned whole chicken in a can, I got questions. All right. When I walk in a store and there are flavors of chips that glow in the dark, I got questions. I'm just saying. I do not understand.
So is this help me understand America or no?
No, that's a good segue. So help me understand America.
Okay,
I'm gonna
Casey, hold on now. I'm gonna make sure everybody knows we're gonna get back to that cheesesteak thing. Don't worry.
We're getting back to that cheesesteak. Don't worry. We're not done with that.
Because I gotta hit Doug with a couple things, and we're gonna talk about
No. Scrap whatever I was gonna say. Help me understand America is the segment to help this poor Canadian over here understand American culture. And you know what? We're gonna keep making food every week because y'all have a lot of food issues that we need to talk about. So we're gonna go back to the cheesesteak because I'm just like, I'm just gonna roll it all in, make it all nice and fluid. So, and Benjamin Mullen's coming with suggestions here for like where to get your cheesesteak done. Okay, hold on, no, get his comment up here. I need to talk about something.
Oh no,
American cheese. What is wrong with you guys where you do American
That's
cheese?
not cheese, by the way.
It's not real cheese.
All the shit.
Why do you eat it?
I'm copying.
I will tell you the only acceptable thing for American cheese, personally, is if you're going to put it on burgers because it melts easy.
Yeah,
that's
I prefer Swiss, but yeah, it does.
And I will tell you that
Mike and I can hang. You prefer Swiss. Thank you, Mike.
Munster cheese melts just as easily and is much better.
Wisconsin has a lot of cheese. That's true. I have tried some Wisconsin cheese and I was very impressed. But at the same time, I'm used to French cheese. So
yeah, but Wisconsin's almost Canada, so
Canada Light.
Kelly, point.
It comes out of an individual wrapper. It is trash, and she's not wrong.
Yo, I have a kid down the street. Who's he's 5 years old, and this kid will not eat anything out of a wrapper. This kid eats camembert, he eats Gouda, he eats he'll eat like straight, like he'll go to the cheese shop and be like, I want one of those. I'm like, are you 5? Like what? He's my favorite kid. I love him. Not more so than my kids. I love my children. My children are great. However, this kid is dope. He's dope kid.
All right.
So what your big thing against cheesesteaks is the cheese whiz, right? Doug.
Who you asking?
Me?
Doug, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't put fucking cheese whiz on any fucking thing. I don't.
Okay.
You can put it on fucking crackers. That shit still sucks. It's fucking
Okay,
cheese whiz.
Okay, so tell me, what is your perfect cheesesteak?
My perfect cheesesteak is onions, peppers, and I'm gonna go steakums just because they're easy. And on a hoagie
Stop. What's that? What's steakums?
Okay, you're Canadian. I forget.
I am.
I'm bringing them up.
Steakums are these kind of frozen beef. Like Jesus Christ, they're like these flat.
Horrible.
And you just want to think like you saute them to get them to a point where they're edible.
Okay.
Are they edible though?
All right. So I'm saying that if you're just doing fast style, forgive me, Mike, you're right. They're not edible.
I've never had a steakum. I've honestly never had one. But we've had them in my school when I was in high school, but I would never go near them.
All right. The other thing is you can put
Yo, what do you say? With 2 M's, and you're like steak. We don't quite know what's in here.
They do have a good Twitter account, though. I'll tell you what.
their Twitter account is on point.
Straight up.
Doug,
Honestly,
you.
it sounds dumb, but their Twitter account is fucking like banging. They just
Doug, please get back to explaining your horrible perfect cheesesteak.
All right, so I want a locally toasted hoagie bun, and then steakums, which I get that they suck, but what the fuck am I gonna do? We don't have anything else.
You get fresh shaved beef from a fucking butcher. Oh my god, do I have to talk to you? Oh my god. Go on.
All right, again, Munster cheese. The Munster cheese is fucking great and it melts easy.
You said Munster.
Onions and peppers with that.
Munster cheese, you said?
Munster cheese is fucking delicious.
Munster, yeah.
No, I'm just making sure. I'm making sure. Cool. No. That's cool.
You gave me fucking shit for fucking steakums, and you're gonna give me shit for fucking Munster cheese?
No, I'm not giving you shit on Munster. I'm just asking. I was just making sure. See, to me, the two that are unacceptable are Cheese Whiz and American cheese. Those are unacceptable in anybody's good cheesesteak. They're dog shit cheeses, and they need to be like thrown out or whatever. Like provolone is a good answer. Munster, any of that shit, good examples. I was just making sure, Doug, to make sure everything's cool. I never heard of Munster, but that's good. That's good. Cheese Whiz is, what the fuck?
It's all-purpose cheese because it actually is it's delicious and it's melty and it's an actual cheese.
Is Munster cheese very mild?
Yes, it is.
And then Kelly says Munster cheese with lettuce and tomato and a little mayo. Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay. Diced chicken, Doug, is a lot healthier. I'm not sure.
It probably is healthier.
I love a good
I'm a fat, chubby guy. Fuck that. Give me the unhealthy shit.
Monsters. What's up, JHG? How you doing?
Yeah, shit.
Next week is Dad Con at home. So I'm sure JHG, I'm pretty sure it is next week, right, Mike?
I think so.
Blend, it's bad, it's horrifying.
I haven't done
one
it.
week is another week, and
Yeah.
You're exactly right, Casey.
He's keeping it 100.
I try.
All right. So Casey, I have to ask a question, Craig, before we go. What is the Canadian cheese then?
Actual cheese.
No. You can't do that. What is the Canadian cheese?
All right, let me lay it down. Cheddar. Like we just eat cheddar cheese. No, we just eat straight cheddar cheese. Cheddar, mozzarella, and no, those are two basic cheeses. Like actual cheddar, actual mozzarella. We don't have patriotism in Canada to the same degree, so we're just kind of like, listen, we just eat cheese, like real ass cheese. It's great.
Just like
cheese.
We have Canadian ham here.
Okay, yeah, that's called
ham.
Called
well, that's
shitty bacon.
That's female
Canadian
bacon.
bacon. Yeah, Canadian
Female bacon. Yeah.
Canadian
Yeah.
bacon.
Well, it's like I was talking in the chat before with Greg, and he was talking about like, right after Thanksgiving. I was like, American Thanksgiving.
Boy,
It's coming up for you.
boy, what, Kelly?
What is poutine?
I don't know what you're eating over there, Kelly. Kelly, you make me more concerned about food every single week. Like every single week we go, I'm like, Kelly, we need to have a talk. I don't know what's happening anymore over there. I got questions, Kelly. I got questions.
Okay. So no, but listen, though, this is okay. So Kelly said this before. So chopped chicken and chicken cheesesteaks. Do you guys do those?
Love chicken cheesesteak.
I'm going to tell you that's the Nick's thing from for the what's in Philly, the Reading Terminal Market, where they have Rob chicken with provolone, and
it's chicken instead of steak.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a cheesesteak, but what they do is they do broccoli Rob and chicken, and I think it's provolone, Greg. If I'm wrong,
I'm about to Google broccoli Rob.
Superb. It's so good.
Well, where I come, where I get it in Philly, the Italian Kitchen on City Line Drive. So I hope it's still there. But they'll take like a chicken breast, Casey, and they'll do that thing that they do with the you ever see they work on that flat flat grill.
Skillet, like a skillet, like a white skillet.
They take those two things. Am I right, Mike? And then they like mix that up. They put some spices in, and they put like, Mike, because you said you like chicken cheesesteaks too. Do you like? I think it's provolone is the best. Or what do you? And you do provolone.
I thought it was Swiss, but I don't know what the normal thing is. With Swiss, it's delicious.
Oh, Swiss is another good one too.
Yeah.
It's not an orange cheese, so it's not cheddar. It's not American.
White. It's definitely white.
Like it's a white cheese, definitely. And Kelly, yes, you brought back.
Well, she also clarified that she meant poutine cheese and not poutang cheese. So I need to question Kelly. If I recognize that poutine is a Canadian thing, but I need to question what you're typing on your phone that decided to correct the poutang.
Question the autocorrect.
Kelly.
Also,
Kelly.
That's not poutine cheese. What that is that cheese curds.
Cheese curds are great.
All right,
poutang cheese and cheese curds? Is that what I heard?
That's what that's supposed to be. If you're gonna have poutine, it's cheese.
Yes.
All right, can I offer a cheese that people don't know of very much that is goddamn delicious?
Go ahead.
It is something called Gjost. It is from Scandinavia. It is a caramel cheese that is awesome with apples.
Okay. Caramel cheeses usually are. Well,
Gjoet, I think EST, Gjost. It is fucking awesome. Like with apples, or I'm gonna tell you, it tastes like a dessert. It's like caramel apples, but it's cheese.
What is it again?
Hold on, I'm gonna find it.
It's GJE GOST.
GJ. Oh, I see it. That's just weird.
Gjost is as sweet as caramel with this texture of a dense buttery fudge.
Mm-hmm. It's goddamn fucking delicious, and you'll be just glad you tried it. I promise.
Wait, have you guys been across the Atlantic? Just curious.
I have been to Scotland and Ireland, but not
the
Scandinavian countries.
So I spent a little time in Switzerland, and it is crazy. Like, honestly, if you want to feel uncultured, go across the Atlantic, and they'll be like, "You are a dumbass. You do not know. You know nothing. Why are you coming over here?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry. Just sell me something, please."
I went to France.
Nice.
With high school, and it was back in 2001, I want to say. Okay. So it was in the middle of Mad Cow. So, and because it was with the high school, literally the only thing they would let us eat was chicken. So we were going to some of these great, amazing restaurants, and they would give us this little menu, and everything on there was chicken.
I went over to France the first time when I was 20. I want to say 20, maybe 21. And I remember I was backpacking through Western Europe, and water was more expensive than wine.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what I was drinking as a cheap student the entire time I was in Europe. I have never been like, just that more like I've been drunker, but I haven't been that like perpetually drunk for days on end. We're just kind of like, all I'm drinking is wine because it's mad cheaper. It's like, it was like €3 for a bottle of water, and it was something like €1.20 for a bottle of wine, like a small bottle of wine from the grocery store, and it'd be like, this is an easy ass choice.
Living the dream.
Correct. So we're back to the cheese here. Provolone, either on chicken and steak, is damn good. I agree. Again, I'm not sure why we have to waste time on some damn cheese whiz. Provolone is the staple. Doug's back.
I feel like Dan Fisher and I could like hang anytime. This man's on point with his food choices.
Dan Fisher can hang with anyone at any time.
You know some things, Dan. Yo, we need to talk, Dan. You and I, let's do this. I love food.
So, we were planning a new. So here we go. Here's a segue. Mike and I went on a Philly beer trip last year. It was one of my last beer trips that I went on. It was fan-fucking-tastic. So then in 2020, we were planning a New York trip with Daniel Fisher. Yeah. And we were going to go to New York City. We were going to go to Manhattan. Doug was in. Mike was maybe in. I think we scheduled it on his kid's birthday, though.
Yeah, it was the same week as my kid's birthday, so I wasn't going to be going. So.
Look at Casey. It's hard to schedule all you motherfuckers. It is.
Remember the chat? It's like, yeah, we're gonna do this show on Halloween. I'm like, my kids are gonna kill me. Kill me.
Right. Yeah. While we're there, we're gonna have a political show on Halloween Saturday. It's gonna go hopefully a couple hours. We're gonna have people in and out, predicting what's gonna happen in our election, ranting about what's going on in our election. And all that. So Casey apparently won't be there because, Canada has probably did enough so that they could actually have Halloween. I'm not sure how many people are having Halloween here in America. I just don't see it happening. Maybe I'm wrong. In fact, I know it's not happening in Wisconsin. I will speak for my own state. We are the biggest hotspot, or one of the, for coronavirus right at this moment, as we do it right now. So we ain't having no Halloween. It's just not happening. So I've already resolved myself to that. And we're going to have a big old stream on Saturday. And so cheers to that. But Mike was Mike. So now we have a chance to reschedule this so that you can be on our New York trip. I'm not scheduling shit in 21. It's just not.
Yeah.
So and if it is, it's late.
If we could do the New York City trip when things are fucking safe, it is not a goddamn zombie apocalypse scenario.
2022. Cheers.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
So
cheers to that fucking bullshit.
I'll tell you what, if New York is half of what Philly was, it's going to be an amazing time. So that was a really great trip.
Oh, it was fun. And Daniel is New York City native. So he had it all planned out for 3 days. So we're gonna do it, but I don't know. I feel really shady about planning anything for 21. I want to be optimistic, but at the same time, I don't want to be disappointed. So we're just gonna chill. Anybody else have a third beer? I am still on my second triple. And
I just want to come on that trip with
I'm on my third.
Triples add up. Triple, you get two triples and you got a home run or some. I don't know. I haven't watched baseball in a while. Sorry.
That was my third, FYI.
Oh
wow.
Yeah, I have an IPA in the fridge, but I'm not going from stout to IPA. So
no.
Okay, so Kelly is back with Swiss and fried onion on your turkey burger with mayo and onion jam.
Onion jam.
That actually sounds mad good. That sounds delicious.
Yeah. The onion jam part sounds fucking awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
Onion jam?
Actually, I think I've had something like that before. I had it at a burger joint. They had a turkey burger with it's called the Thanksgiving burger. It had a very similar toppings to that, and that just has like a delicious combination.
Yes.
Oh wow!
For the record, tonight,
Michael, you hate it.
Classic topping. Nasty but caustic.
it's gross.
It's gross.
By the way, tonight I made in my house. I actually made a maple. Shit, it's like a maple glazed turkey breast
Mm.
and with Brussels sprouts and.
Oh, the Canadian likes maple.
Turkey and mashed potatoes and fucking gravy. Fuck you, non-gravy motherfucker.
Actually, I don't know how you guys are on this one because your Thanksgiving's all the way in November. But my mom called earlier tonight and we canceled Thanksgiving on my side of the family just because it's like numbers are going back up in Toronto. We don't know how it's gonna be, so we canceled it. And
motherfucker. So yeah,
true. But one of the things we're thinking is like, do we do a small scale Thanksgiving for my family, like the four of us here, and just kind of get some turkey and sides and all that kind of stuff, or do we just forego it? Trying to figure that out right now. I'm kind of saying we just ball out of control and just like make a Thanksgiving happen, just because, may as well keep at it. Get something.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, just do it. Go crazy, man.
Mike, what do you got? Yeah. The lady and I just started talking about what we're doing for the holidays since we're not doing what we normally do. Mike, what do you got going for Thanksgiving, or what are you thinking there? Is your family started this? Or?
Well, things aren't going to be any different for us because when we moved out here to kind of help take care of my wife's grandfather, and we're kind of here alone. And then my sister-in-law, she's up here as well, so it's we're all in the same pod anyways. So it's like it's just going to be the normal year for us. So, yeah.
I'm not even going to ask you. No, I'm just saying there's so much going on.
This year has been really weird because like everybody in like so much of America and the world is just everybody's going downhill. They're losing jobs. I'm working at a place where my hours, have gone up by like 2 hours a day. My wife's still working from home, and so we're bringing in more money than we were before the pandemic. It's sort of like it's a weird thing to be in. It's a weird time.
Absolutely. So did everybody get through their beers?
I have a third one sitting around, but I'm feeling all right.
I know these two. I didn't get past my second triple, and
this one's was 10%, so I think I'm done.
Yo.
All right, well,
good.
So let's see here. New York City's looking pretty solid right now, and my minimum brewers are still producing. That's good to see.
Yep.
Daniel Fisher says 22. 20 is a safe bet for sure.
Yeah, because Daniel Fisher was part of the New York City trip, I believe, right?
He is the New York City trip.
Yeah.
Meaning he's the guy. He's a local guy.
Organized, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not without him. It can't happen, but he's going to be a big part of telling us where to go and steering us in the right way, because there's going to be hopefully still enough left that we can. But I don't know. I don't know if Daniel. I don't know if you saw. I saw some scary. I was posting some scary. I call it scary. A scary news piece. Like 60% of New York City restaurants are going to be gone.
Same thing up here in Toronto. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just scary to me because and it should be scary to people in Toronto because from what I hear, Toronto sounds like a lot like New York in this aspect of like it's a big food place. Mm-hmm. It's a place where a lot of people, a lot of different cultures and a lot of different people come together and have their different food. So I just don't even know, and I have really never been to either one to eat. I just hear about it. And I just don't even want to know what that shit's going to look like. Again, that's why people go to New York, right? Am I wrong? Is that why people go to Toronto? That's
100%. We are all about the food. Like we have a few landmarks, but people are here all about the food. And 60% is not a light number because we the majority of places, if it's not like a clothing store, if it's not anything else, like you'll go a block of like 20 restaurant or 20 stores, and like at least half of them, if not more, are restaurants because we love our food. So 60% is not, it's a huge number. It's massive. So,
Yeah.
Man, I hope things are going better up there than they're going down here, because they're, from my view, they're not really going great down here. Some places are doing well, like I don't know where Doug is. Again, I'm kind of dumbfounded because where Doug is, from what I know, compared to where I'm at, like there's nothing really going on with the virus. And the fact that they're actually literally dealing with it. Hold on, Doug. Hold on. I'm just saying case wise. And again, I can literally pull up maps that show like half of Wisconsin is red. And if you look at New York, like all that shit's tan. So I'm not saying, again, I know things are moving fast and all that. I'm just saying, like, but if you went in March, all of New York was red and all of Wisconsin was tan. So like it's just by the way we've botched this as a national policy shows that it's just going to continue unless somebody comes in and really says, look, this is what we got to do, or something like that. We can't just keep going because then again, Wisconsin's going to calm down. And then when it's spring, I'm not going to be able to Doug because that's all going to be red. So like I'm not even trying to get into political rant. You people brought me here. It's your fault, fucking Casey. I don't know. We just blame the Canadian, and then we'll be fine, right? Is that how it works around here, Doug?
back to status quo.
3
Right.
beers and it's good. Okay.
So on that note, we're gonna wrap. No, we got so no, so I don't know if you ever seen that anyone who's not a chain is struggling, Mike says. And Michael is he's a New York City native, so he's speaking directly to what we're talking about. Daniel Fisher, yeah, it's scary. We're already seeing closures left and right when it gets cold. The outdoor seating goes away and the cases go up.
We're starting to go up out here in New Jersey as well. We had a nursing home nearby that just kind of had like one case, and then now it's blown up to like 40.
Wow.
So we were down. We were doing really good. We were doing like 0 to 1 case a day for
New Jersey
like 2 months.
Right.
Yeah, we're doing great. But then all of a sudden, boom! And of course, now Trump was here just a couple days ago, and now he has it.
Oh, Mr. Super Spreader. Right. Anyway, that Tom news, new closing speaker, Kenneth Kellogg. I remember him from last year.
That's great news.
This year.
Oh yeah, this year. Wow. Thank you.
Longest year ever.
Wow. Good work, JHG. That's a
Still
good
2020. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that was 2020. So Kelly, for everybody knows, who doesn't know, Baltimore-based, Baltimore, Maryland. So they act like the COVID's not here. Can't even trust reported numbers because they care more about the economy, not the preservation of life. That is the problem that we've had. New York has.
What?
New York's announced this week that outdoor seating is okay for the next year. Wait, so they can do it all through the winter?
Don't you guys got like 10 million people? That's optimistic.
Don't you guys get really cold and have fucking kind of harsh winters, Mike Andrews Jr.?
I'm from Michigan, so I'm used to some pretty intense winters. Like I'm used to like -30,
But
Here,
Mike,
that's my world. That's my world.
Here it's like -10.
Mike, how far are you from the city though? And then
About 45 minutes. And
okay, so your climate's generally the same, right?
Generally the same, yeah. So
And?
I don't know if there'll be outdoor seating during the winter. I really don't think there will be. I mean, it gets too cold. Especially when like in the city where it can get really windy,
Well, I saw. So one of the things I saw was, I don't know if you guys saw that they have these bubbles, like little bubble, Doug, where like it's a bubble around the table, and I'm cool with that. But then what happens when the next people roll in? Do we disinfect the bubble? Do we open it up? What? How do you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. It's such a weird time.
Well,
winter jacket right here. I wanted to show off my winter jacket because it's like, yo, He's like talking about little weather. I was like, -30 is my jam. This is like it.
Yeah, right.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
That's why when I'm headed to work, it's like 20 degrees, and everybody around me is like freaking cold, and I'm like still wearing shorts.
Oh, Mike, that's me too. I am like, hey man, it's 40 degrees. Fucking great. I got a t-shirt and shirts on. I'm gonna
It's like I can finally cool down.
I'm like, I don't give a shit. Just fucking great. As long as it's not 5 degrees, I can handle.
Yeah, exactly. Usually if it hits below like 10, that's where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna definitely like, I'll put pants on.
Yeah, they Lysol all these greenhouse bubbles. Okay. So yeah, East Coast winters are just a mess.
Yeah, they're weird. We get one of the craziest things out here. We have those nor'easters, and they'll drop like 20 inches of snow just in one night, and then like within 24 hours, the snow's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hey,
you look warm.
I'm overheated now, but that's okay.
Wait till we get KC deep in the winter. It'll be great.
Watch your shows in December, January. I'll just be like, I hate winter so much. So much.
Meanwhile, I'll be out there. I have a long sleeve T-shirt on, and I'm shoveling snow. Fuck this. Yeah, I don't like shoveling, but goddamn, this is better than 90 degrees, and I'm humid. And I've got fucking swamp ass.
Yes.
Right. Do you think a little snow's gonna keep me from a meal, Mike says? Daniel says he will not sit outside if it's 50 or below. I don't know. Have you guys done any of this outdoor eating thing? I haven't.
Nope.
I have. Well, we almost every restaurant out here is doing outdoor seating in some way. I mean, especially if they want to make money. But I've really enjoyed it. I mean, there are some restaurants that I just love that I've always thought, man, if they had outdoor seating, that'd be great. But now here it is. And I actually have kind of been theorizing that, once even COVID's gone, that they're still going to have these outdoor seating for a lot of these places. It's going to give them an opportunity to expand how many people they can seat at a restaurant. I don't know.
I hope. And I've also seen some restaurants that were doing curbside not doing curbside anymore. And I'm like, I'm not sure that's a smart move. Because that's all I really do now, and I'm not really trying to go into your place. And as it gets further in winter, I'm not trying to go in your place even more, because they say that this virus just hangs out in the air for like 6 hours. No, I'm cool. If you can't put it in my trunk, I'll go to the next store that can put it in my trunk. Sorry. Shut up, Casey. You're laughing at me talking about putting shit in my trunk. You guys. You fucking guys. I don't know. Anyway, this is time to wrap up, folks. Yeah, we'll be here for another 3 fucking hours.
We're only 97 minutes in. That's not long.
Again, you have a great guest. This shit happens. So, Mike, I don't know if you what we do is we do a review of our beers, or so I don't know if you want to tell everybody about your beers. I don't know if you want to talk about the GoFundMe on the way out here.
Mm-hmm.
You can go, brother.
Yeah. I don't know. I really like the local beers I have here. The one from Ashton Brewing was really enjoyable. I'll tell you that. But the one I liked the most was the Sometimes You're a Nut, from the one from Ireland. Like it was really solid. Like nice, good flavor to it. Let's see, what was the GoFundMe is right there on the scrolling across. So go to GoFundMe.com/F/Princess Sammy, and or just go into the GoFundMe website and do a search for Princess Sammy, and you should be able to find it. I don't think I have anything else really to go on about. So
that's cool. And what beers did you have?
What was that?
What beers did you have?
Oh, which beers? So I had the Ashton Brewing Company from Middlesex, New Jersey. That was the Velvet Oasis. Sorry, Velvet Elvis. I'm thinking about Oasis because today's their 25th anniversary of What's the Story, Morning Glory.
Morning Glory.
My all-time favorite album. Anyways,
What's the story, Morning Glory?
my all-time favorite
No.
song.
Stop. Don't sing it.
Don't
We're
get
gonna
me
have to pay
started.
for that shit.
And after
So, and then,
all,
Doug, you're paying.
you're my
No, everybody always-
Wonderwall.
everybody always goes to Wonderwall. That's actually one of my least favorite songs, but whatever.
No, always. No. The most popular or the one that everybody loves is always like if you're a real fan of that band, you generally don't like that song.
Exactly.
I will
Morning
give
Glory is
my-
my favorite.
My example is Black Hole Sun for Soundgarden. Anyway.
And then, of course, the Black is Beautiful. You know,
Yes.
if you can find it. I mean, this is the first time I found it. I got the last one.
Mike, put that up again, please.
Yeah. Black is beautiful because it is.
So I don't know how many people have seen it on the comments. Short form
No, it's backwards.
cans of Black is Beautiful. Usually we see the bombers or we see like the big cans. I haven't seen a small can of Black is Beautiful, and I like that.
Okay, see, this is the only can I've seen, so I was actually happy when I saw it in the at the Bottle Republic, we call it, the store by here by me. It's yeah, I was pretty happy about that. And as soon as I saw it, I was just like, oh, perfect, getting it. I don't care if it was $14.99.
Wait, what?
Sorry, $17.99. $17.99.
JG
yeah.
agrees with you, Mike. Wonderwall is awful.
You know, I'm not going to say it's awful. Okay, I love every single Oasis song. I've seen them like 6 times.
Wow.
Like I'm a diehard Oasis fan here. I love Wonderwall, but it's my least favorite song. You know,
Gotcha.
it's like it's just there's not a bad Oasis song, but that's at the bottom.
I will say that A Simple Game of Genius by Noel Gallagher and the High Flying Birds is one of my favorite jams right now.
Yeah,
It's
he's got some. Well, anything by Noel Gallagher is genius.
Mike and I are good. We good, y'all. We good.
I don't even know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna find out. I am.
I actually saw High Flying Birds one time, and I was pretty happy I was able to do that.
So Rusty Cage for the win. Yes, Daniel Fisher going back to Soundgarden. My friend Tim McMichael says Oasis.
Yeah.
Tony thinks it's awful.
Yeah, well, Tony's just Tony, you know. I've met Tony. I can say that.
Yes, IR is. Yeah, yes, it is.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy.
I'm gonna say that.
Yes, Tony's
The
great.
first Oasis song was "I Wish You Would Jump Back from That Ledge, My Friend." Sorry, that was Third Eye.
I think
Blind.
I think your third eye is blind there.
Right.
Not even the right country, man.
So are we at like where we were Tuesday night with the debate where we need to cut Doug's mic?
I was making fun of shit. Cut me off.
Mike, thanks for coming on and having a good time with us.
Mike,
Yeah.
man.
Thanks for having me.
Great having you
Thanks
on.
for inviting me.
Thanks for taking the edge off of Casey's first show because it was annoying and you helped it. You know, you helped us even out.
It helps to have somebody else who likes Canada. So
Thank you, Mike.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Canada.
I'm not sure. We'll figure
It's
that out.
not even a real country anyway.
Hockey Hubbaloo. And that's Murray too.
Mike, we'll check you out early next year. You want to come back on? And
Oh yeah, anytime, man. Just let me know.
Cheers, man. Thanks for being on.
Cheers.
Mike.
thanks, Mike. Cheers. Mike, fun guest.
It was really good. It was really fun.
The Canadian government has apologized for Brian Adams on 7 occasions.
So, Tony, I'll leave this before. I'm going to give Mike a chance to respond, but it's so overrated. Not sorry, but I love you, Mike. So, Mike heard that. I know he heard it because he's still in our green room here, Tony. So he heard that, brother. So it's time to wrap, y'all. Who wants to go up talk about their beers? I only did 2.
I'll go first. I'll
What
go.
you got, Casey? Worst to first, or first to worst, or what do you got?
You know what? So I feel like the what was this one? The Love Triangle number 11 was my safe bet because, you know, like I said, it had 3 different kind of hops between the Strata, the Lemon Drop, and the Cashmere, and it was comfortable for me in my sour zone because the Lemon Drop had a bit of citrus to it. But what really surprised me was the Indie Ale House Days in Between Oat Pale Ale, because it really took the edge off. But where I'm used to citrus flavors, where I'm used to the sour stuff, this was a nice smooth drink to just kind of like wean me off it, get me in a nice comfortable zone, and the flavors melded together really well. So, you know, if I was going back to the store to get one, it would be this one here to like mellow out all the harsh ass stuff I do to my teeth. So
Casey's referring to his love of sours and the eventual deterioration of your body as you drink them.
100%. It kills me little by little, killing me softly, baby. I got you.
Man,
So-
so worse, you could
Casey,
just drink shit tons of coffee like me. That makes your teeth just fucking rot like a
Well,
motherfucker.
right, Doug, you got coffee, he's got sours, and he doesn't like coffee, and you don't really like sours. So it's a
Nope.
perfect combination.
Combined, we are one superhuman person with no teeth.
Right, but you
Lots of
combine, you motherfuckers will drink anything.
That's true. That's
Like
true.
literally anything. So, Doug, what's up with you?
All right, so this is the worst one, just only because it was old. I have no idea what this tastes like new. This is 3 months old and it was an IPA. You can't. If you're an IPA, it's gotta be fresh.
Oh shoot, July is 3 months ago. I didn't even think about that. You said
Yeah,
July 1st,
right?
and I was like, that doesn't sound that
Everything
long ago.
feels right
3
now.
months. 3
Right.
months.
Right.
So
Yeah, but
July is 3 months.
Casey,
That's
you would have one who told,
old for an IPA.
and Casey, you would have one who reminded me that February was still this year. So
Time has no meaning. Time has no meaning.
right, that's what I'm saying.
All right, so I'm gonna do a tie for the top. Only because different styles, but just fucking great. Both of them. This goddamn thing, the Giant Jones triple was a goddamn great triple. And this was so goddamn unique. Just having a Belgian quad with an Imperial coffee stout. So, all right. So I'm going to say this is 1A, 1B, and this is 1A. The Giant Jones triple is just superb. That is, if you want to make a Belgian triple, this is how you should fucking make it. You should make it with a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of bite at the end.
Yeah,
You want it-
punch at the end.
that thing is like most, even so. Omegang, which is one of the partners of this, makes a great triple. But I'm going to tell you, it has no bite. It's not all sweet, but it doesn't have a bite. Like this goddamn thing has a little bit of bite at the end. So 1B, 1A.
This is fantastic. It was the best. I think I have another one. I almost regret sending Doug one.
Do not send it to another one. Don't send that shit to me. Keep it for yourself.
Well, again, next time it comes out, Doug, I'm gonna roll up and I'll get a case and I'll send you 3. I don't even care. Like
That is a great fucking triple.
Yeah. And so then we have the Ale Asylum Triple Nova, which is really, really good. Doug, pretty sure one's gonna land on your doorstep at some point.
I have a whole case, almost a whole case of shit I gotta send to you.
It just doesn't have that bite. It doesn't have that wonderful aroma and that wonderful fruitiness, and then the bite at the end that this had. I mean, this beer was probably one of the better beers I've had this year. Period.
Wow.
Man, if I have one, I might do it on my Wednesday show, Badger Beer Hour. Whew, this is hot fire.
So I'm gonna, Greg, can I ask you?
If we can ever work on something where we can get a little exchange internationally, this would be one of the first ones I would send your way.
That's
My
dope.
question: which is better, that or the burnt nail?
This one. The bird nail is kind of weird, so it's kind of hard to like put your. It's not a
Yeah,
style that
it
you
is.
see a lot, so it's kind of hard to be like, oh, this is a good bird nail. It's the only one I had. Now this is a good fucking triple.
Yeah,
This is a great triple. So on that note, Doug, we will see you next. We will see. Well, Casey, you coming back next week?
Week after, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
a couple weeks from now.
Week after.
But you should put Tony's
October
comment up.
16th
Tony's
out.
comment is great.
October
Tony's
16th.
comment.
No.
Okay. This.
No, keep going.
Okay. So Tim, sours are life. So Tim agrees with that. Tony, what?
One more. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Thanks, Tony.
What?
Here's the thing. He wants him on more than me.
Oh.
He wants what?
Fall asleep.
So no, so look at it. I love how the production goes in the show. So next week you won't see Casey, and the week after you will. Look at this. This is even news to me.
Next week it'll be me, and the week after be Casey, because my son's birthday is on October 16th, and so
It will be.
You get to have a week off to actually celebrate your son's birthday,
It will
which is
be the-
amazing.
first time that Doug has never shown. It'll be his first absence on the show. How about that?
That's crazy. I love it. Doug, you deserve it.
And I've been absent.
I feel like a schmuck doing it, to be honest.
No, don't feel like a schmuck. I will carry it and make sure that it is as entertaining as possible in your absence. I got you, buddy. Enjoy your time off.
Yep. Thanks,
So
man.
Casey, we'll see you
And I
in
know you'll kick ass.
2 weeks.
Ooh,
and-
Kelly wants me there on the 26th. Maybe we can make that happen.
That might be a 5 fucking.
It might be a 5-person thing.
Well, because Kelly and Matt, her husband Matt, will be on at the same time. It'll be fucking awesome.
Right.
And we can
Well-
mock her. We can mock her gravy.
Hey, Casey's invited unless he gets on our nerves before then. So that's it. And it might happen though.
You never know. I make no promises.
Casey, absolutely see you in 2 weeks. Doug, see you next week.
You got it.
And I'll see everybody next week, right? Or something like that.
Something like that.
Man, time flies. Look at this. It's almost 2 hours. Time flies.